please report your...
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Alongside Richard Jefferson and the Clippers getting that contract extension done with Coach Ty Lue. They've really invested in the future, haven't they, Sean?
A nice, shiny new arena and everything that they've built in LA. And yet, this is a talented and aging roster. The clock is ticking for this iteration of Clippers basketball around Kawhi Leonard. They know the time is right now.
And they've added Jeff Van Gundy, so another great basketball mind on that staff. Here are the five for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. MP out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy.
Pass to Sabonis. Ellis outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
At the line for two, Ellis.
So he makes one of two as the second one misses. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. MP against Levine. MP passes to Leonard. MP with a screen on Ellis. Pocket six. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Let's go. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And he's very confident from that range. But you can't make him out.
Bangs home the trifecta. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Sabonis' shot is off. MP inside. Guarded by Levine. Back to Bryant. Leonard with a screen on Levine. Bryant's shot is good. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games. And a lot.
Substituting on the court.
Now Ellis. Monk outside. Sabonis' screen on Bogdanovich. The shot by Monk is no good. Los Angeles leading by 9. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. And Simmons is out there with MP. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on that.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
MVP.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Clippers leading by 13. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of influx, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion and exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Derek Jones. And it's James Harden in for Simmons. Here's Levine. No good, shot missing. Good D by Bogdanovich. Here's Bryant. Again, Los Angeles.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
DeRozan. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
From the wing position, DeMar DeRozan is one of the best at finishing through contact.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's MP. Pass to Bogdanovich. And they double up MP. 5 on the clock. A 3 from Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw drops for Monk. Some changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Keegan Murray's subbed in for Ellis. And then for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Eubanks. And Norman Powell subbed in for Bogdanovich.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Here's MP. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Clippers ahead. They lead by 18. Live from Golden One Center.
Checking out the Kings. They were coming for that #1 spot, and they got it. Now the challenge will be staying there.
The hunters have become the hunted, but can they stay hunted? And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Clippers. Thank you for being with us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations. Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Ellis outside. LaVine wide open. Again, LaVine missing.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 22 points for MP.
Great to see MP look for his shot, especially when he's near the hoop.
For 3, LaVine. Again, LaVine missing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Shoots from 14. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
Outside Leonard. Back to Bryant. Back to Leonard. Leonard sets a screen for Bryant. Jacks up a 3. And that's good. Kawhi Leonard for 3. Leonard's got 6.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the 3 from the other end.
Outside DeRozan. Back to LaVine. Takes a 3. Again, LaVine missing.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
LaVine against MP. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Pass to Sabonis. DeRozan surveying the D. Here's Sabonis. Back to Ellis for the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Leonard with no one around. No good with the triple. Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And LaVine throws it down.
Oh, boy, Zach LaVine. Sheesh, that was mean.
Outside Leonard. Back to Bryant. 29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And that one is good.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Outside DeRozan. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. MP getting it done for the Clippers. A grand total of 28 points for him in the... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Bogdanovich out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Bryant. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Jones in at the center. Ellis against Simmons. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up. Oh, nice jumper from MP there. The D is going to have to do a lot better job if they want to try and contain it.
On the wing, Levine. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Monk's shot's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Bryant against Monk. And that one's good. MP. Bryant's got 32 points.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ellis kicks to Levine. Valanciunas with a screen on Bogdanovich. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Keegan Murray comes in for Lyles. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Malik Monk. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Levine. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. Monk's checked in for the Kings.
0. Malik Monk.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. DeRozan against MP. Yep, it counts. Bryant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the wing, DeRozan. He is covered by Bogdanovich. DeRozan, that's good.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
Bryant inside. DeRozan's there. Bryant's shot is off. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And it's off from three-point range.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Clippers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. The shot's good from Bryant. Bryant's got 36.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Chalk up 2 there. Now, here's MP. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Count that one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Outside DeRozan. Monk sets the screen for DeRozan. Back to Monk. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
2 on the clock. Back to Dunn. Gets a hand on it. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Pass to Sabonis. And here is Murray. Sacramento moving it around. Outside DeRozan. Off target from 3-point range. Bryant against DeRozan. MP inside. Off target at the rim. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.